In 1932, Aldous Huxley wrote a book called Brave New World. You might have heard of it. And it gives us a disturbing introduction into the futuristic state. And in the book, citizens are genetically modified, moulded into strict social hierarchy, brainwashed into loving the servitude, forced into manufactured happiness that comes in the form of a government-issued drug. The book describes warped visions of an idealistic society in which everyone would live. Remember, this was meant to be a work of fiction written almost 100 years ago. The questions we might want to be asking is, are humans genetically modified today? Have we been conditioned into strict social hierarchies? Have we been brainwashed into loving our own servitude? Have we been forced into a fake happiness and government and contentment, from a government-issued drug? Well, I'll let you decide those things for yourself. But does it go much deeper than that? You might ask yourself. How we've been conditioned and moulded. Social constructs that are being put in place are there to create order in society. But what it has done is create more disorder as these more and more constructs are introduced into society. And so there are so many boxes for people to step into. People have become confused as to what their identity is anymore. They don't know what their place is, what their standing is according to who and what they are, either as a man, a woman, a husband, a father, a son or daughter, a parent, a worker, a citizen. All those constructs were in place before because there was only a certain amount. There were only a few constructs for us to step into to become part of a collective society in which order would be seen in that society. But these constructs have been added to and added to and added to and piled up and stacked up. And there are so many constructs or boxes where people are looking to climb into now to be able to take their place in the world. But it just has caused so much more confusion and so much more disorder in our societies, and people are confused as to where they're meant to be in their place in society these days. And this is also affecting people's mental health. So this is what we have to be looking at as to why these things are being brought into place. Artificial constructs, and this is what they are. They're only artificial. The constructs they're creating and demanding that we all live under. And in those constructs there will be only certain language allowed, certain acceptable behaviour, and we all must adhere to the rule of the law. And this is where tyranny is enabling itself to expand and impose its will on the people. And we get examples of tyranny all the time from lawmakers and governments who abuse their own power to subjugate the people in all kinds of fields. So yeah, I thought it was a really interesting subject, a brave new world. Are we living in a brave new world? Are we about to live in a brave new world? Because obviously we're not at the full tilt of what they want to do to our society. I can never say society. I always say double S, society. Yeah, and of course the story is a bit exaggerated, but it does have elements of truth in, which is definitely worth looking at. Yeah.